What's up? It's Weekly Metal Reviews here. It's Tyler, Zach, and that's me, and then Sam. And this time we're doing The Cleansing by Suicide Silence. It's their debut release, debut. Basically the CD, it can be defined as deathcore. Like everything in this band does is deathcore. When you think of deathcore, you think of this band. It's pretty much like, I guess this when the whole entire deathcore stuff, it was just like becoming a genre. It's when like Joffrey Cowboy started, which are like, it's pretty much when this like kind of scene started. But yeah, this album's pretty heavy as shit. There's a thrasher, it's a brutalizer. Yeah, and what's the stuff?
I guess I would go first. Yeah, this band formed in 2004, right?
Something like that.
Well, yeah, like back
2002,
then,
I think.
like a while ago, they were one of like the first deathcore bands, I guess. And like, I don't know, I feel like this album is like, it's pretty, it's different, I guess, just because of when it came out. Like, people like it's kind of, when it came out, it's like really new or something. Like Mitch's, like first of all, talk about Mitch. Like his highs are really good, and his lows, I like them. They're good. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes they, I don't know. I feel like they could be better at times. But his highs are really like, they're really like famous, I guess, in deathcore, because like you hear them and they're like Mitch's highs, you know, like really, I go through this album, I think there's a lot of like really interesting shit and really some nice riffs. They have a lot of blast beats. They're really known for their blast beats, I guess. They have, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, the breakdowns are the only reason I listen to this, but like, they have some like really kind of cool breakdowns. Something that's like really kind of cool to listen to. It's not like that, like, I don't know, like a lot of bands, like some bands that aren't really big, they're really small that I listen to, they just have that kind of like sort of chugging and like the I'm doing it with the wrong hands, but like they don't have really generic sounding breakdowns. They have really kind of different sounding breakdowns. They're kind of cool. It's just not boring. It's something that keeps me listening. But yeah, I guess this band is really iconic in deathcore, and I don't know, I think that's really all I have to say at the moment.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with all of Sam said. So like, it's like they're known, like if you go to a show that has like hardcore bands or like metalcore, deathcore, whatever, and you say Suicide Silence, it's like pretty much the Metallica of that scene. There's not much to be talked about because it's like not that complex of a band or an album. It's just pretty much like a deathcore album. Like I said, it's a thrasher. It's fast. It's slow breakdowns. If I could say anything bad about this, I'd probably say like it's not. It's pretty much, I don't know. Like it's like a Cannibal Corpse like kind of deal. It's like pretty much every song is the same like idea, and like when Cannibal Corpse does that, it's not necessarily bad. But I think with this kind of music style, it kind of gets annoying. But either way, it's a fun album to listen to. It has memorable parts, good songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this album. This is kind of like when deathcore started to kind of like blow up, become really popular. This band is the band that kind of made it popular. I don't know, I think from start to finish this album is pretty heavy. You know, Unanswered to Green Monster or whatever, you know, it's just a heavy album. I feel their drummer is really good. He like, I don't know how to really put it. Like, I feel like he's kind of like, he uses some death metal type styles and then he like puts them in deathcore in a way. I don't know. He's a good drummer.
He sounded like Much Lucker right there. And he said, yeah.
Yeah, like kind of like Zach said, this isn't that complex of an album though. Like the guitar work isn't mind blowing. It's just simple and kind of like punishing with a heavy sound. To me, they definitely have like the most, I don't know, maybe not the most, but they definitely have a unique sound for deathcore.
Like a lot of people who don't know much about the genre, watching this like, well, a lot of bands sound the same, but you have to realize this band was like, they came before all the other bands.
Yeah. Like Job for a Cowboy pretty much started deathcore, but this band pretty much blew up deathcore in a way. Like I feel like every part in their sound is just like is unique to them. Like even their drums, to me, like when I hear Suicide Silence drums, I'm like I know. Yeah, they have like this unique snare. They have this really gritty guitar tone to them. Yeah, like this album's probably their catchiest though, in my opinion. You get these songs stuck in your head for a long time. Hands of a Killer, The Fallen, yes, No Pity for a Coward, Call Me a Scene Faggot, I don't care, it's a good song. Bludgeoned to Death, In a Photograph.
The only bad thing, and I think this has to go for the band, I think their lyrics get worse and worse. This album is like, even for its time, it's kind of like the generic vocals, oh, I'm an atheist, there is no God, Christians are stupid. It's that kind of ordeal. And like, I know this is for this CD, but like over time, they kind of went to like, the second one was like, doing drugs, oh, I'm high, I'm overdosing, and then the third one's just complete fucking shit. But yeah, the lyrics are stupid, so don't expect much from that. But if you want to get into deathcore, this is definitely a CD to pick up.
Yeah, I feel like with this, kind of like this band, but this is like the peak of when they were their best. And then, like, No Time to Bleed is good, and then The Black Crown's just kind of like their weakest so far. But, yeah, this is a good album. Do you have anything more you want to add?
I really agree with like what Zach said about how they're like Metallica of deathcore because they started out like a high point. I guess the next album is kind of like in comparison to Metallica, just how it's sort of like Metallica like this influential thrash band and everything, and like the next few albums that came out were so good, like No Time to Bleed, still good. Then they moved on to like Suicide Silence, then moved on to something that's like more for everyone. I guess Metallica had that kind of idea, like moving towards like more for everyone. But I don't know. I guess like I felt like this album was probably their second best. It has like some really good guitar work and everything to it. It's just like every song is like I don't know. Like I want to compare them to one of my really all-time favorite bands, Whitechapel. Like, I guess this band is like really kind of, this album I guess, it's like everything on it's just kind of like really fast. Like, blast beats, like fast, like it attacks you I guess. Like, aside of the like breakdowns I guess, like, because Whitechapel, like their song Metabiological, it's like really slow and like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like everything on this album is just like really fast and comes at you, I guess. And
it's
just
a thrasher.
Like, yeah. But I guess that's really all I have to say for it.
Yeah, scores, fellas.
7 out of 10.
Probably a 7.5 only because of just how influential it was.
8 out of 10.
Keep your concentration.
Me?
Yeah. Great day.